inside to Wolf, and he missed. Gets a second chance. No, he won't.
He
Stripped away from him.
He committed the cardinal sin most bigs are not allowed to do. Once you get that rebound, you cannot bring it down for the little fellas.
That's a little hook shot.
Yes. We have ourselves a ball game.
23-21. We've been tied 3 times as well. And again, Payne off the window.
Did for that.
He's got 8 points in the paint. Michigan with the advantage. We're under 7 minutes to go first half. Payne swirls inside, lays it in. And again, goal. Phelps. Phelps a pull-up 15-footer. Rimmed out, kept alive by Payne.
There's that guy.
Taylor. Same guy, Wiltshire. That one's too long. Save, though, underneath.
I'll tell you what, Payne.
Pull him there, but not. He'll stay in. We got to be careful, especially right here with Payne driving on him. And a hook shot by Payne. Taylor, the speed, missed it in close. Garcia kept it alive. The extra pass, and Payne scores. And 61, Michigan 57 at the 11-minute mark. Taylor, the lob, and the flush, and the finish by. The Wolverines getting it done at the free throw line of the second half. Let's see where the offense is coming from for the Aggies.
They're trying to get it to Taylor.
He feeds the paint, and off the windows, Payne.
Have to pay $90,000 for you to come to school as well.
What a great quote yesterday.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man, we had fun talking to him.
He might have been the most fun coach I've ever interviewed.
Yeah, you said that on the way back to the hotel. You said that might have been the best one we had for a while. Lost the handle. Garcia off the window. Up high for the rebound and a finish by Pharrel Payne. The back Yale turnovers gives Texas A&M the 8-point lead and the ball.
Payne likes this matchup. Let's see what he's got down there.
Trying to drop step to the baseline around Townsend. In deep, but he still got it. 6. Taylor got a big-time pick. Simmons almost lost his balance, and then the feed inside.
Mbang hasn't gotten going yet, and they're right there.
Taylor missed a 3. Offensive rebound by Payne, and he's got 10.
There's a reason why this guy averages 19 points a game.
Taylor, the wraparound pass, and the flush.
Going to Payne right away. Hey, man, give me your target. Seal him off. Get the ball, then go to work.
Strong move by Payne. The Jayhawks. Here the Aggies of the SEC.
Whoa!
Garcia tried to throw one down. It comes back out to Taylor at the point. Going right back inside. And Payne lays it in.
Why not? It's been that time.
Hanging around. Here comes Wade Taylor. And he missed the layup, but you know who's there?
Johnny on the spot. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
It's Zurich Phillips, who's not in the starting lineup today. He started 27 of 30 games now this year, averaging 14.5 points per game.
Another big, strong player, especially at guard, really gets downhill.
Pharrel Payne working inside, and he got the roll. 4 straight. Couple of free throws. A 6-point margin. Texas A&M in front. Solomon Washington tried to dump it off to Garcia. He gives it off to Payne. That extra pass paid off. An assist.
Off balance and good. He had 22 against Kentucky.
Now, I will say this. Great teams, which Auburn is, they can still win games when it's not the best matchup. And that's what they're up against tonight.
And certainly, you could look at their schedule and look at all of their wins. There had to have been some that weren't great matchups.
Yeah.
Physical play by Pharrel Payne, and he goes right after Brome.
Top passes thrown. That's how they describe them. Those high, soft, helium passes, but Broome made them pay.
Payne got deep penetration and turned around with a jump hook. Crossover. Crossed again. Floats it over Broom. Payne follow tip. Cardwell bails him out. And then it's stolen away by Garcia. Here's Taylor. Drops it off for Payne. Wow! Pharrel Payne doing chin-ups out there. Here's Kelly. Nope. Broom again. And Garcia took it down with him. Aggies come out of there with it. Solomon Washington. Nobody stops the ball. And Payne delivers a hammer.
Backing down is what you're going to get from Walter Clayton Jr. Anytime he puts it in his left hand, he is dangerous to pull up from anywhere on the floor. The tone and the pace has been set, Tom.
It is 51 straight games with a three for Walter Clayton Jr. And an answer on the other side for Pharrel. Payne muscles his way in, finds his miss, will try it again, and he's fouled. And Pharrel Payne is going to the free
Side, and they concentrated on this in the pregame. Get there quickly. Don't go all the way over and help. Anticipate early, and that's what you see as they ran him off the lane.
Whoa, what a look! Garcia threads the needle. Former club. This is a 26-point lead for Georgia 13 minutes in, and Todd Golden told his guys, he said, listen, we're going to give up some runs. It's okay if somebody gets hot against us for 4 minutes. Pharrel Payne doing damage.
We're in detail and had everybody's attention. Just got to transfer that now to the game in order to get that closed out. They'll be fine, but you got to stop the bleeding. It's going to be different, too, when they get to the tournament and you're playing somebody other than the SEC team.
Payne was able to fit that around Thomas. Nate Taylor, the fourth, is 0 for 4 tonight. Make it 0 for 5 unless that was a pass, and Payne picks it up.
Definitely a big old guy, man. Tell you what I see.
Clayton with the fadeaway. He's really not gotten it going. He's had 10 straight games without 20 points, the longest of his career for the Iowa transfer. Played for Rick Pitino. How about Rick, resplendent in the all-white today with a white out for St. John's. Payne. Wow, slithers through and finishes.
Turns around a team that went 9-23, and they're currently 18-9. So they're playing fabulous basketball.
My own, just 1 of 2. 2-1's your score. Bogart all over Phelps. Here's Taylor to Payne. And he powers his way to the hoop. Byington says he's got to control this game. Flips that one up. Rolls off. Rebound. Garcia. Here come the Aggies. Payne. Oh! Bringing the pain. It lost it. Here comes Taylor back the other way. Missed it. Follow. Yes.
Is an energy guy. He's an impactful guy defensively, an athletic guy. Good to see him score for the Commodores here early in the second half.
Inside to Payne. Working on McLaughlin. Left hand. Good. Jump hook.
Did, you know, Phelps got that arm up after the fact.
Yep. He gets 1 of 2 from the line. Young man out of New Jersey. Payne powers another one up and in.
Versus Mississippi State and Tennessee.
Look at Tanner, lays it up and in, the freshman. Two-point lead for Vandy. Skip pass. Washington. Inside to Payne. Carey got him in the air and one.
Best friend. So if I'm the Aggies, everything that I'm doing right now without Devin McLaughlin and Jalen Carey on the floor is attacking the paint. But they don't have to rush it. They need to be patient in getting to the basket.
They've missed their last 4 buckets. Taylor dips it off, and there you go, Payne. 50 points right now. Wilcher misses that 3. Garcia, offensive glass to Payne. And he powers it.
Rolly Massimino, Jim Boeheim, Jim Calhoun.
And he stood this test of time, if you will.
And it's interesting because a lot of coaches are in the SEC are talking about this may be the best year the SEC's ever had. Rick Barnes said no. He remembers how good the Big East was back in the 80s and early 90s.
And once again, Sakai drives the paint. Great extra pass.
His season high is 29. It came against Arkansas. He had 35 in a game last year.
Well, Garcia has Sakai Ziegler on him right now.
Payne in the lane, drives and scores.
It's top 25 team. Covered, corner to Melendez. Here's Phelps back the other way. The crossover on the baseline, tied up there. Payne now at that elbow. Working on Matthews, and he wins it. Hefner, nice pass. Easy dunk for.
Quick discussion. The officials overturn that out of bounds call. Give it back to A&M. Hogs led 8-0, and here come the Aggies. Monster flush and sent that thing 30 feet in the air off the back of the rim. Jack Calipari's uncertain how that couldn't have been a foul. Looking up Thero's numbers before the game, he's 93% of the season at dunks. There's a nice finish by Pharrel. You can take advantage. Davis.
Absolutely. I think that there's a net gain there with Big Z on the court. We've seen it on this nice run the past 5 games or so from Arkansas.
Pharrel Payne right after him. Chopped it on his head. He got
it open and makes him pay.
So think of the, we'll call them the dynamic duo that are only sophomores. They started many games together last year as freshmen, now in their sophomore season. How good can Blue Kane and Silas Demery be in their career here at Georgia?
Almost a steal by Kane. Little pass to Payne. Garcia, a little underhand.
And you better get to Wade Taylor.
Coleman, offensive rebound. Garcia.
What a pass.
Town. The rebound by Coleman and a fresh 20. Taylor an air ball. Payne on the offensive glass, up and in. A
got 2 hands on his waist.
Good call. First on Gray, inside to Payne, and he bounces another. Player of the year. The debate rages on between him and Cooper Flagg, averaging a double-double, those numbers, and he can shoot the 3. I mean, that's been added to the arsenal the last 2 years for head coach Bruce Pearl, and you saw the numbers coming back from injury. Awfully impressive. Payne rolls it in over Gray.
Do that, you see him tip it back for a 3.
Lob to Payne. Pharrel Payne.
Look that Missouri has had in quite a while. But they had success with their backdoor cut, screen, backdoor. Good job by Mitchell staying in front of the basket.
10 on the timer, Payne with a pass. Easy finish at the rim.
Wade Taylor the 4th back in. Trying to settle down his A&M team.
Now the rebounding now favoring Missouri after this sensational start in the second half.
Look how far Missouri's pushed A&M out.
Gray on Payne. Wow. Pharrel Payne is picked up by Bates. Pharrel Payne. Gray holds his ground. Payne off the glass twice, up and in.
In basketball, how does that happen? I don't understand that. Maybe it has something to do with the heel. Wow, Pharrel Payne is a strong individual. My word, Roy Philpott. Buzz has a lot of faith in Payne. They've set up several. Watch your head. Wow.
Lays it up at the rack.
And that's a follow through is true.
Garcia to Payne. Finishing strong at the rim.
Nice pass.
Payne inside.
Here's the thing.
Godwin on the drive, left side of the lane, tough angle and a rebound for Henry Coleman III. Wade Taylor on the drive, dumps it off the window, bucket.
Again in the second half.
Wade Taylor kicks it off. Zurich thought about it again. Zurich Phelps lets it fly. This one off the mark, but guess what? An offensive rebound and a putback for Payne. On Forsythe there. Wade Taylor with the ball coming off the screen from Payne. Dumps it down low. Coleman missed the dunk. Payne there for the follow. Sideline. Mississippi State has had some injury issues at the point guard spot. It's caused Cam Matthews to have to play a lot of the point. They've tried to Josh Hubbard play more of that 2. Really interesting matchup in Starkville tomorrow night.
Here's Payne. Baseline drive and left it short, followed his own miss. Pharrel Payne.
Looks like they were on target. Great looks. A&M slow this thing down, get a quality look. They didn't rush there on that offensive rebound opportunity.
Beautiful feed and flush. Pharrel.
Now, if you're A&M, I'm not sure you don't just go to that same exact set. Typically, if that ball screen worked, see if you can get them on it again.
10 of the Aggies' 21 field goals have been threes. Power move inside off the glass. He's the difference. Shot clock late. Again, Barnes. And a rebound pulled down by A&M's Pharrel Payne. Wade Taylor 2 for 7 in this game, 0 for 4 from deep. To the baseline, Payne reverses it in. Great. Watching Ole Miss and the way they use clock is like watching Tony Bennett's Virginia teams. Here's Dia off the rim.
I think part of it is they just do not want to drive baseline where A&M wants it to go.
Here's Payne under Basicki, who brings it up. Phelps finds Payne. He is a weapon down low for A&M. At the same time, they haven't been efficient tonight. Phelps has it tipped in.
And he's got deep range, and then what makes it difficult is he can put it on the deck.
Payne gets some, he says.
Stadium to iconic brands. Ohio State, Notre Dame Monday, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ESPN. When the bracket was released, I took the Buckeyes. And I'm sticking with a buck footer. They can go up and get hard passes. Very soft set of paws finishing around that arc.
Dealing with a back injury. They're hoping to get him through this game, and then he gets about 3 days off. Wearing a brace on that back. Payne trying hard to fight, and he throws it up and in. Wow! What?
Sometimes it shows up, their inability to clean up a miss. And there was a mismatch that time from the rebounding standpoint. Kentucky takes advantage of.
Tough shot there. Boy, good shot, Pharrel.
Into the bench and call a play for what we're going to do to try to get an offensive rebound.
That play right there.
Except for this game. He doesn't go down. Come late February, March, has to be at full speed with Phelps on the floor as well. They become a tough cover.
So the play was to get it to Payne.
Yeah, well, Nate Oates doing a little offense-defense right now between Youngblood and Aiden Holloway. This is the second time he's gone with the quick substitution.
Oh, that's a nifty spin to his left for 2.
Very nice. That's really where, Nate Oates has improved Jaron Stevenson's game. He had to convince him that he's a defender, can use that 6'10", 6'11" frame to be a nuisance to opposing offensive players, especially on the perimeter.
Stevenson out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Aggies with it. Payne with a touch. Trying to back down into that paint. Strong move off the window.
And you see as soon as Payne gives Buzz Williams on the offensive end of the floor. We know about his defensive prowess and guarding the rim, but you see they like to play through him when he's in the game. Yes. Goes and gets a bucket just on the...
Trying to make a run. He'll drive it inside. He can't connect. Payne up and in for 2.
How about 17?
Phelps trying to get a shot in the air. Blocked by Nelson. Second effort by Payne, and he'll bank it in.
You still had some offense in this game, but the majority of it has to do with so many offensive rebounds.
Right. In for Coleman. in the paint. Payne back it inside, lays in another one, and fouled as well.
So much better than they were a year ago, but then you throw into the mix Miles and Elvis, and you sandwich that around the big guy Godwin, and you've got a completely different starting five.
13-2 run for the Sooners. Great move inside, and they want to see more of over 40% from three on the season at 41%. Obaseki just struggling to find somebody open.
And again, remember, no Wade Taylor.
Well, there he finds somebody open in Payne. You know, it's not just the 34 for Goodine. It's who it's against. This is A&M. Payne rocks the rim for two. No.
Of A&M turnovers really on the first pass.
Inside and a push from behind. Here's Mark. He's starting to feel it. Man, just too strong in the mid-range. Taylor with the deep feed. Payne cashes in. Maybe a heating pad, maybe ice, tough to tell.
And Buzz Williams told me earlier today, he said, look, I think as players get older, they embrace the team even more because you're tired of having the target on your back. You realize how hard it is to carry the offense by yourself. And Wade Taylor's teammates are really picking up the slack.
The foul on the inside, Pharrel Payne. Longhorns need some offense and need it in a hurry. Again, mid-range jumper, no good. Phelps steps through, shares it to Payne, converts, and he's going back to the line. What do we got midweek? We'll be in Oxford, right? No, we'll be in Arkansas.
We'll be late to the game.
There's really only two things you absolutely have to know as a broadcaster. That is, when is the game and where is the game? Thrown down by Payne.
T-shirt today. Over 500 tickets to his special needs initiative. Passing one flush from
matchups. Phelps and Solo join Carter, Wilcher, and Payne, who those latter three. Inside Payne from Wilcher. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot, deflected inside, left short by Brooks. Good defense, Jace Carter in the rebound, Zurich Phelps. Anderson Garcia races to the table. Phelps can't get inside Brooks. Washington has 6 rebounds already for the Aggies. 13-7 lead.
Wanted him to be a factor.
To work on Johnson goes for Payne. Spins to his left. Big hop step in the paint. And the floater falls. McDermott from the left elbow, no good. Payne offensive rebound. Put back good. They never got it. Front court. All the way to the hoop. Manny, no good. Payne there. Goes back up. Payne scores.
How about running? I was getting excited because they got a new inbounder, Zurich.
Wilcher gives to Payne. On the right baseline, turns and faces, attacks, lays it in, the finger roll.
Williams picked Trey Kaufman Wren. Very interesting, right?
Right. He's only 63%, so it's not a bad choice.
The only difference in Buzz from years ago at Marquette, he doesn't change outfits during the game. It's nice five. I like him in ISOs. He's got it.
Falling away, and it won't go.
He's got a bag. They're going away from the ball screen so he can ISO one of them. I think that's smart on Matt Payne's point.
Carter cut off. Inside to Payne. And Pharrel Payne with a strong bucket.
That's it. They've got to defend at this end, too.
Taylor off there. Offensive rebound. Payne. And he continues. I'm not sure why.
They should. The nice ball.
Smith throws it away. Taylor.
What a cover by Taylor.
Taylor falling over.
Nice pass. Great pass.
Phelps to Payne.
They drew in every different way to get Trey Kaufman Wren a touch. They're bringing him out away from the basket. They're putting him in the high post. They're trying to play through him, like you said, Raph. Texas A&M is doing a great job.
Payne on the other end.
How about Smith, too, got the foul.
Taylor driving. Payne again.
For Texas Tech.
And Anderson Garcia, 11 in maroon on the floor. They call him the Dominican Rodman. He fits right in with this A&M makeup of rebound, rebound, rebound. And there's Payne.
Here, he can put it on the floor and get to it.
Obaseki, no, the follow from Payne.
Never straight up, but there was a lot of contact right there.
Here's McMillan on the other end. In and out on that 3-ball. Here's Phelps. Walled off by the big man, Federico. And now he's got a mismatch if he wants it. They take advantage, and Payne has...
Here's Tyler Johnson, who's checked in. A little runner in the lane. Too strong.
I like Johnson, too, by the way. I saw him a lot at Louisville last year, and he's got the potential to really break you down and make things happen. Another guy who just needs to adjust it and continue to learn how to play the game at this level. Tremendous potential.
Manny Obaseki has checked in for the Aggies. Here's Payne. Back into him. Works it and got it. Little jump hook in the lane.
And just tries to get left. He wants to get back to the left. There it is.
And the follow-up is good by Pharrel.
They're attacking that block area, knowing that there's going to be help defense, but they're looking for the skip.
10 turnover for the Deeks. Oh, Wilcher again thought about it.
Stop thinking.
They'll go inside here to Pharrel Payne. Payne works his way in and lays it in off the glass.
Perimeter. He's kind of playing like Julius Randle, right? Where they, oh, look out.
They threw it up to Payne, and he finishes.
Smooth turnaround jump shot. Let's see if he can get it done over 6'10".
Great defense by Bailey. Tip rebound, Payne up over the top of the freshman, and the free throw to fall. Let's go Jays. Echoes around the arena. Weak side board. Back up and in.
And that's what you do when you engage.
For the Blue Jays to stomach their fans. But there's still so much upside on this roster. You can see why they're picked second behind UConn in the Big East. They have an exhibition win over Purdue.
Yeah, there's talent. And teams come on at different times. But you want to have your weaknesses exposed early so you know what you have to work on.
Payne hammers that dribble. And
get there. Knocked it off his leg.
Phelps, loose ball gathered. Payne puts it through again. Pharrel Payne.
And you got to trust that if you continue to get those, you're going to knock them down.
Washington too strong. A relentless offensive rebound.
A&M has.
Knifing in and getting 7 or 8, what 7 or 8 play well with each other to get down to that rotation that you're going to be in come conference time.
And the dunk by Pharrel.
Led the Lions in scoring. Yeah, you just can't, when you have that trap on, you just can't allow them to split the double team, and then you're outnumbered the rest of the way. Nice look.
Left Pharrel Payne. Leaned into a defender, got it down to Pharrel Payne. Abdul Mateen, he got it taken away by Hayden Hefner.
Nice hands, good recovery, nice feet, drop step, got himself in good position to make a play.
Pharrel Payne, easy off the glass.
Means that they like to play the game at a much slower pace.
Hayden Hefner's free off the side of the backboard. Washington the rebound. And the shot clock at 12 for Taylor up near the midcourt line. Taylor underneath Payne, the transfer from Minnesota.
That Texas A&M must be ready for. Whether it's a turnover or a missed shot, UCF is going to try to score within the first 10 seconds of the shot clock.
Hefner's pass. Curling on the screen, one hand. First basket of the year for Darius Johnson. Makes it a 7-point game. Dockery finding no space against Ivy Curry. Shot clock down to 5. Dockery gets it underneath the Payne. Great finish. Nice cut by Garcia. Wilcher contested 3.
It looked like Garcia had a hold of Chium, no whistle. Washington attacks the freshman. Another shot blocked.
Did that all the time with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Drive, kick, relocate out to an open area for a three. Tough move. There's the attack. There's the attack on the freshman.
And 8 rebounds a year ago at George Mason. Back to a 1-point game. Chium's got to be careful he doesn't pick up a quick third foul. Payne sensing an advantage.